can say that the 18-year age gap created a challenge in terms of there are some things that he was ahead of me. You know, he'd done some things before me, definitely, you know. So it was a challenge in the beginning when, you know, I'd be excited over small things or like at the wedding is an example of where I was so excited and all over the place and I'm saying, oh, the colors of this flowers is pink. Him is like, get over with it, man. Can we just do this thing? You know, and I'm worried about, oh, so this dress is like, you know. But then after a while, you know, because we really talk a lot, I was able to be like, baby, why are you not excited? Why don't some things excite you? And I was like, okay, baby, you have to understand something, yeah? I've been there, I've done it. And it doesn't mean I'm not happy, I'm just not as excited as you. And so I think also by our open lines of communication, and also we agreed to seek a counselor, the help of a counselor, to sometimes come in between, yeah, so that we don't kill each other. I'm joking. So we were seeing a counselor, I think, every week.
Yeah.
The kids had their own session, and we had our own, each separately and then together. It helped us align so many things. I was able to see where he was in life and where I was, and why some things to him were not such of a big deal. It wasn't such, you know, it wasn't like the world is ending, you know. And so now I appreciate. And so we don't have those small fights anymore. Yeah. Because you learn to accommodate, you learn to appreciate where you are in life, you know. Yeah. So that gap will always be there.
Kathy is not, she's not your, she's not the typical girl next door, you know, she's not, she's more action oriented, yeah. You need to just look at what she does, how she does it, when she speaks. You know, her actions are what really speaks loudly, as opposed to maybe other initiatives where it's more just a lip service and stuff like that. So at times Kathy can come out to a casual observer like she's very cold and, you know, but her actions, you know, will prove it to you that where her heart is, you will see it. Yeah, for me, I guess maybe she can describe better, but I think for me, yeah, I think I do reach out. I try to reach out.
Yeah, he's very Mike is very expressive. His love language is expressive. He's not afraid to say it. He's not afraid to hold your hand in public. He'd want to kiss you in public. Just today we were fighting over it when we went for a walk in the morning. I'm like, do not touch me. At junction, I'm like, don't touch me. You know, and he's that kind of person. I'm not. I'm very reserved, and I'm like she said. I don't say. I call it the L word. I'm not very good at hugging or saying those words about my actions, and which was quite of a struggle when I came to the picture because the children were used to that. The children are used to their dad hugging them every morning, kissing them goodnight. I'm like, you hugged in the morning, you're hugging in the evening again. Why?
No one is dying.
No one is dying. I say no one is dying, no one is dead. You know, and I remember the first time when we were just moving together and they used to have these puppies. And so one puppy died and they cried and they had a burial and they buried the puppy in the backyard, and I was like, what is wrong with this family? You know, I'm like, why are you crying about a puppy? You know, but then I just realized that's a love language. They grew up like that, like so that way. And now comes me, who comes from a place there was no hugging, there's no one telling you the L word, you know. So for me, it's more action. I'm action oriented. But also now I've learned, like my kids know, like when they're saying good night, they're forced to hug me, and I'm like, okay, good night, bye bye. You know, I'm trying, and I'm also trying to come out more because that's the language they also understand. And I see like the teenagers like it more when your parents are more expressive. Yes, so that was the difference.
How we, you know, situations of dispute. I think one of the greatest things I learned from Kathy, much as she, you know, much younger than me, Kathy is not the type of lady who will go to bed angry at you're doing nil by mouth for 7 days and in the same house. Never. You cross Kathy's line, you deal with it on that day. Whether you like it or not, she'll force it, you'll have to sit and talk and get over with it. And once she's over it, she moves on with life and forgets. You know, I was one of those guys who maybe not carry, but it should not be, I'm quite happy to just pass over and just go on with life. She's like, it didn't work like that in my world. We see it, we deal, and then we move on. And I think that's how now we deal with issues. Yeah. The Kathy way.
Yeah, I guess, like you're saying, I'm always ready for the war. I'm always ready for the fight. I guess I've always appreciated early on in life that relationships, fighting is part of it. So for me, when you fight, is that something that will make me say, oh, I'm out? Or, no. I'm waiting. I'm expecting. It's going to come, because don't forget, it's two different people, but are different environments. You've met when you're grown-ups. So definitely, we will disagree. It's part of it. But also, I'm good at forgiving and forgetting. I'll say what I need to say. It's done and I've gone. And I always told Mike, you see, in our dynamics as a blended family, there's a lot. There's a lot of dynamics. There's a lot of undercurrent. There's a lot of emotions. If we keep it, we will not survive. So we have to be able to talk about it. We have to be able to say it, even if sometimes it's hard. So yeah, like our kids will always tell you, when we call them, they know, okay, we're talking. Because we do a lot of that. If we didn't do that, then I don't think we'd have dealt with most of the issues.